What is going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time we have a match against Andre, and it was a pretty good match. And if you didn't know, Argentina and Netherlands are playing right now, so I wanted to quickly do a video before the match begins. So let's not waste any time and get straight to it. But actually, before we do, the brain teaser from the last video, the answer to that was a candle. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, be sure to check out that video. I thought it was a pretty good question, and I mean, now you're gonna know the answer, so that kind of defeats the purpose. But anyway, go check it out. So let's have a look at the teams. I've got two new Pokemon here, that being the Muck and Starmie, and I've still got my Crocodile. I needed his Rapid Spin, that's why I've got the Starmie there to fulfill that role. Got Excadrill, Machamp, and Noivern. He's got some pretty badass Pokemon: a Mega Garchomp, Aegislash, Gardevoir, Nidoking, that damn Vagina, as well as a Hitmonlee. So I wasn't too sure who he would lead off with, so I wanted to actually send out my Crocodile and try to get up my Stealth Rocks ASAP. And I'm really enjoying that Intimidate ability, because if he sends out a physical attacker, it's not going to be very useful. So he decides to bring in his Hitmontop. His Hitmonlee, sorry. And I get the Intimidate off, so that's great. It's going to cut his attack. But I was really afraid of a close combat, because I know it was probably going to go for a fake out, but he could have just went straight for a close combat, and I didn't want to lose my Crocodile so early on. So I brought in Muck, because Muck could take a close combat, but he decides to use his Unburden right now, and he goes straight for the fake out. So I was a bit shit in his part, and I was a bit scared, to be honest, because sometimes these things carry Earthquake, and that could probably dent my Muck quite badly. But he decides to go for the close combat, and it turns out that obviously he doesn't have the Earthquake, otherwise he would have went for that. And so he gets the defense drop, and I use this opportunity to set up some curses now. So Muck is looking pretty darn awesome now, with a +1 attack and +1 defense. So he's not getting anywhere. He can realize that right now. So I'm happy. He's wasted that Unburden boost, so he has to withdraw, and he decides to bring in his Aegislash. Yes. So unfortunately on this Muck set, I do not have the Fire Punch, so I cannot hit this Aegislash. The only thing that I can hit it with is a Shadow Sneak. So I decided to actually set up another curse on the switch, and I'm looking pretty good. +2 attack, +2 defense, and Muck, I'm thinking now Muck could potentially sweep his team if I can get rid of this damn Aegislash. So I go straight for the Shadow Sneak. I go behind the shield and I attack him from behind. That's pretty cool. So shit, that is crap. He has the weakness policy, so now he's got +2 attack, +2 special defense, and he starts to dance some swords. So now he's sitting with like 6 swords on his side of the field. That's pretty damn scary, and he's got a +4 attack. So I'm like, shit, this is not looking too good. At least I've got some of those defense boosts, so I knew the King's Shield was coming, I knew it. So I made a brilliant play and I went for another curse here. So I'm looking flippin' awesome right now. If I can take out that Aegislash, I am going to be able to sweep his team with Shadow Sneak. So now I thought, you know what, let me go for the Shadow Sneak now. Maybe he's gonna, I kind of made a mistake and over-predicted. I should have gone for another curse. But I went for the Shadow Sneak and, oh no, I do actually hit, sorry. And he decides to go for a Swords Dance. So now this is crazy. Now he's at +6. That is just so intense. His Aegislash could sweep my team. This is just a whole bunch of mind games. So now he goes for the King's Shield, and this is where I over-predicted. I thought maybe he would want to go and attack me, predicting me to actually go for a curse. So I made a terrible mistake there. I should not have gone for the Shadow Sneak, because I just lost +2 there. So I'm still sitting at +1, so that's okay. But he goes for the Shadow Sneak. I've got a +3 on my defense, so it's not gonna be able to take me out, and I'm gonna be able to take him out with the Shadow Sneak. So that's awesome. I mean, I could have done better there. I should have seen the King's Shield coming. I should not have over predicted it. But anyway, Muck is looking pretty darn good. He's only got a +1 attack, but +3 defense. He's flipping awesome right now. So in comes the Garchomp, and I was a bit afraid now, because I knew a Stab Earthquake could take me out, but I've got that +3 defense, so I'm going to be able to take that, and I handled that well, and I'm going to hit it with an Ice Punch, so he did not see this coming. So his Garchomp is dead. Fantastic. Great. But shit, it's got the rough skin, and I just hang on, 4 HP. But damn it, fuck's sakes, he's got the Rocky Helmet. So damn it. Muck's chance to sweep was shortly lived. Anyway, now comes in his Vagina, and I was like, damn it, this thing is just gonna go straight for a Shell Smash. I know what's gonna happen. And I brought in Starmie. I didn't know what he's gonna bring in. So he's obviously fearing like a Thunderbolt, and now he decides to bring in his Hitmonlee, I guess just to use as death fodder, because once it's lost his Unburden, it's not really that useful. But it's actually pretty damn bulky in special defense. I get a crit there, and it doesn't do a lot of damage. So, but at least I get a crit there, so that did help, and I will be able to take it out now with a Skull. So that's great. At least that Hitmonlee is taken care of. One less Pokemon to worry about. So now, doesn't Starmie look like two star U's that are like, you know, banging each other. I don't know. You could easily get confused there. Anyway, now comes in my girl. What? He has what? Okay, never mind. You don't steal my girl, man. Alright, so now he decides to Mega Evolve, and a shiny Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir, sorry, looks so damn awesome. I really dig that black dress. So I go straight for the Scald. I just want to get some damage off of this thing so I can come in with my Excadrill and take it out. So he does go for the, he's got Thunderbolt, and that's definitely going to take out my Starmie. There's no way I'm going to survive that. Starmie has pretty shitty defenses, but you know what, I needed a Rapid Spinner, and Starmie seems to fulfill that role quite well. Anyway, I bring in my Excadrill. He probably thought that he could outspeed me, but I've got a Scarf. I'm pretty badass like that. And I take out his Gardevoir with an Earthquake. So that's great. So now he decides to bring in his Cloyster. And I know an Earthquake is not going to do jack shit to a Cloyster, so I have to switch out. And he knows that I'm going to be switching out, so he decides to go for a Shell Smash. And now his Vagina is looking pretty darn strong. And I don't think I'm going to be able to penetrate that anytime soon. So yeah, I predicted correctly there. He does go for the Shell Smash, and that's why I brought in Crocodile, because I want to get the Intimidate off to try and limit its attack. So it's sitting at +1 attack, +2 special attack, +2 speed. Special attack's not really important anyway. But now is the really shitty part. He goes for another Shell Smash. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell are you trying to do there? Do you not want me to penetrate you at all? That is just incredibly ridiculous. So I really thought like a knockoff would kill it with the -2 defense, but no. And he was actually holding a Focus Sash, so I think that's why he went for another Shell Smash, because he has the Focus Sash. So I don't have any priority users on my team. So that is a huge mistake right now, because that's what I needed. I need like a Mach Punch from Conkeldurr to take this thing out. So I bring in Excadrill now, because the only thing I can really do now is try sacrifice my Pokemon and bring in Crocodile to try to get the Intimidate off and try to bring his attack back to neutral. But I was worried that he would catch on to what I'm trying to do and go straight for another Shell Smash, which is going to make my life a problem. So I decided to switch out there again, and of course now I'm going to send in my Noivern, and I knew another Icicle Spear was going to come, so I was just hoping for a miss there, or something of that matter. And he goes to Icicle Spear, and it's one hit, not even two. He didn't even need the damn skill link ability there. Noivern did not handle that well at all. So now I'll bring in Ray-Bans again. I'm going to get the Intimidate off. I think he caught on to what I'm trying to do, but I think he knew that he'd be able to take me out there. So I decided to sack Ray-Bans now, because I've only got Machamp left on my team. So at least he's back to +1 attack. So I figured that Machamp at full HP could survive this attack, and I could just hit it really hard with a Thunder Punch. So now I've lost my Ray-Bans, and it's all coming down to whether Machamp can take the hit or not. So please, Machamp, do not fail me right now. So he goes to the Icicle Spear, and it looks like I'm gonna be able to survive. I will be able to survive. I should, but fuck! He gets a crit. He gets a fucking crit. I don't like to curse, but you know that you can understand my frustration there. So I lost my Machamp there. The crit did matter. It definitely did matter. I would have been able to survive. So anyway, that was a really awesome game. That just tells you the importance of having a priority user on your team, or even like a Sandstorm. You know, a Pokemon with a Sandstorm ability, because that would have definitely taken it out. So anyway, that was a really awesome game. It was pretty intense, and guys, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. Also comment below on what your favorite moment was, and get your friends involved. Tell them about the channel. Spread the love, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Enjoy the soccer. Cheers.